What's up, Killer Knife fans? All right, we're gonna do a disassembly here of the Recon 1 today. This is my Tonto version of the Recon 1, and that's the one we're gonna disassemble. The clip point one is doing just fine and dandy, so we won't be disassembling that one, although I have disassembled it many times. Just kind of tweaking the action and seeing what I can get out of it, what I can't get out of it, right? So, excuse me. Keep trying to open my window, but I can't. Somebody's hammering something out there. And we're gonna hammer right into this. So, yeah, check out my review on this and the clip point version of the Recon 1. If you don't want to check it out, just know. Let's jump into this. Let's get it done. So, basic stuff here, guys. Have a little free spinning tool, make your life easier. I fix it. You know, they don't sponsor me or anything. The tool is great and it's cheap. So, I haven't run into any issues with it other than with the striders where I couldn't really, I couldn't get the pivot undone, but we won't have any issues here. So I got a T10. T10 is the pivot on Recon 1s. So we'll pop that right out. Let's get it out of there. We'll get the rest of the pivot out in a second. The rest of what you're going to need, the rest of the hardware on Recon 1 is T6. I wish it was larger, but it's not. So T6 it is. You can take this apart right from the front. You're not going to have any issues. I've never had any issues taking any of my cold steels apart. And I have taken apart all my knives. So I think we do have to take out all the screws for the clip here in the back. Pretty sure. We'll just take them all out. It's not that big of a deal. Pretty sure you gotta take them all out anyways. So, yeah. The only issue with T6 is that, you know, number one, it's generally a very tiny little screw. And then number two is that, you know, if you strip that out, good luck, you know, good luck finding a replacement for that. All right. So you want to be wary. Anything with a triad lock's gonna have a spring in there. So this is the first time I'm taking this apart. So you just want to be careful. It's gonna be tighter than it ever will be again. And you just want to be wary that you're not gonna lose any parts. So all right, there we go. Almost there. All right, we got it. Cool. Full G10 scale. Let's see if anything stuck to that. Nothing stuck to it. And this is already interesting to me because I guess I remembered wrong. No spring. All right. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, yeah. I know the Recon 1s have Teflon washers and bronze washers. Super, super thin washers, too. All right. So the main reason I'm taking this apart, and unfortunately it's too late for me to show you, but I didn't want to do any more damage, is there was some grinding, and I don't know why. I'm assuming there's something here in the lock bar itself which we'll get to. We'll check it out. But look, you can see, here we go with the focusing. We're gonna focus it up. You can see all that wearing on that one side there, which is super duper strange. I'm hoping I can fix it and that it's not like a warranty issue or something. But there was some grinding going on there. And it sounded nasty and it felt nasty. So we're going to try to fix that today. All right. So here is your internals on the Recon 1. And there's not much you have to do here. You got G10 here. It's pretty clean. We're going to wipe it up. Get any of this dust. There's some dust in here. It's probably from my house. I haven't carried this as much as the clip point, but hopefully when we're all said and done, I might actually want to take this out just to make sure that there's nothing crazy in there. And once again, very strange, just strange wear and tear on a pretty new knife. Just really focusing on that side, the wear and tear. So who knows, man? It might be a warranty issue. There might be something off here. We're going to clean it up. We're going to see if we can get lucky today, and hopefully there's no real issues here. I'm going to take a paper towel. I got better paper towels today, guys. I'm going to put a little Windex on it. I've been using Windex lately. I like it. We'll put the washers on there. We'll get them cleaned up like that. Okay. The knife's actually pretty clean. Just want to be careful with your washers here, especially the Teflon. Very easy to bend it and misshape it and end up with something that's not going to be usable. And believe me, I've tried to run the Recon 1 without the Teflon, but it doesn't really work, unfortunately. I don't know why. Maybe it's because G10 to metal contact. I'm not sure, but it doesn't really work. So let's get detailed here. We're gonna go straight to a Q-tip. Make sure you get that nice and wet. We're gonna clean up this lock bar, see if there's any extra moving parts on this that shouldn't be there. If there are, we're gonna get them off right now. So I don't know what it is. It could have been a small rock, or I'm not sure. But that wear and tear on a new knife is pretty strange. So we'll clean up in here. This is a pretty quick disassembly, guys. The beauty of these knives is, you know, their simplicity and their strength, which is like a double-edged sword, right? Of positivity, of, you know, something you can truly trust, super strong, easy to disassemble, easy to maintain, super sharp, reasonable quality, you know, can't knock that. So you can understand a little bit of why I love these knives. Super, super nice. Once again, I'm just doing this for safety's sake. Gonna clean it up nice. Anything that's extra there, try and get it off. Yeah, this will dry on its own. It's Windex. It's ammonia based, so it's gonna dry quick. Paper towel. Gonna clean this blade up right around the pivot. Really gonna get in here today, see what's up, see if anything is moving around there, if there's any jagged edges. I don't feel anything, so but you can see that It's very, very strange. I mean, if anything, that should be running directly down the middle, right? So, who knows? I'm hoping this will fix the problem. Some kind of sorcery of disassembly. So, cross our fingers on that. All right. So, that's pretty much it. I mean, we're cleaned up. We're ready to go. We're ready to start reassembling. You're going to pop this back on there. Just pull the spring down. I forget how I did this. I haven't done this in a while. Okay, sheesh. Maybe I have to just take it out. All right, so take the spring out. Interesting. Okay. All right. Just a little wiggling, but got it in there, I think. Seems right. I don't know. Maybe it's right, maybe it's not, I don't know. I think it is. It's super tight. Should be good. I don't see why it's not good. All right. Nano oil. So in this case, we can apply a little bit directly to the G10. I can zoom in a little for you guys so you can see this. All right. So for this, you're gonna put the bronze washer first. All right. A little more of the nano oil. Teflon washer. A little more nano oil. And then you can put the blade back in place by pulling back here on the triad lock. Press it into place. Boom. Okay, so that relieves the extra tension that was there. The self-adjusting blade lock face interaction, okay? And then you're gonna wanna put a little bit of nano oil in this crevice there, okay? Once again, a little bit of nano oil. You're gonna go washer first, a little more nano oil. We want this to be pretty well lubricated as we're putting it back together. A lot of the lubrication that you don't need will release itself over time anyways, so no worries if you put a little too much, right? Okay, so very simple. Pop this back on, line it up, right? And be able to squeeze this right back in. Super duper simple. I'm going to zoom back out for you guys really quick. All right, there we go. So we're all done with tools. We're just gonna, well, we're all done cleaning. We're gonna use the iFixit. I'm gonna use some Loctite. Trying this Chris Reeves Loctite. We'll see how it works. I'm gonna go ahead and put the pivot in first. And I'm really hoping that my issue is gonna go away. Guys, you don't need a lot. You don't need a lot of this, okay? Just a little bit. Put that in there. Get it tightened up. All right. And I'm going to Loctite all the screws here. Switch to your T6. All right. We'll start placing all of these back in. And you can see how easy this disassembly is. I mean, you know, every disassembly I do, sure, you know, it seems a little longer on the video, but it's just to cover all our bases so that, you know, we leave a lot of confusion out of the way and you guys can feel confident at home moving forward with any disassembly you do. And it's always a learning process, right? You know, because every knife's a little different. A lot of the cold steel knives are pretty similar, but, you know, I just want to make sure that I'm thorough enough that you guys can follow along and do this with me, or especially without me, as you do it by yourself at home. I think, you know, there's probably a small amount of fear that you're going to mess your knife up, but guys, these makers, they're making these knives tough as nails these days. So, you know, don't be afraid. You're not going to mess your knife up. It's made to be taken apart. You got to take it apart sometimes to maintain it. You could blow it out with air, spray it with WD-40, but you're not going to get everything out of the pivot like that. You'll get most of it out, but you won't get 100% of it out, right? All right, so we're actually all back together. We're going to see what the action is like. So always check for blade play. You want to check side to side. You want to check up and down. So make it nice. There's absolutely no blade play here. I can feel it's a little tight. The action is great. Beautiful now. Woo. If you guys watch my review, you'll see huge difference. Huge difference now. Excellent action now. I'm going to leave it as is, actually. I think it'll break in a little bit, but the action is super smooth and there's no grinding. Nothing. So I'm happy. I'm happy today. It's excellent. Let's see. Spidey flick. Lovely. Super simple, guys. Boom. Buy this knife, disassemble it, have fun, use it. Anywhere between 90 and 100 bucks. This is worth it. I promise you, any of them. Spare point, the clip point, the Tanto, all of them are really, really awesome. S35EN, G10, excellent product. Subscribe, comment, and hit that like button, guys, and have a killer day.